All right, everybody. So welcome back for another week of Cheap Seats. We are episode 11. We're moving into the next 10 episodes. See if we can get through that one. Bottom, we've got Jeff Pratt, Marcus Fries up there, and we're missing Dustin Wilson this week. We decided to go with the tripod. Also Pratt's nickname, tripod.
What the hell is
Oh, I get it. You got short legs.
Yeah, I'm pretty rattled that Wilson did not make it tonight, guys.
I am too, but I get it. The guy's in Tor Hill.
Yeah,
In Regina.
he had some work stuff going on too. So we will pick up our brother in a time of need. The show must go on. I had my reservations. I thought we were just going to debacle this thing. So let's not live up to that one this time around. So,
I think we'll be okay. The only thing that I foresee an issue coming here is Wilson tends to be that quiet voice of reason that calms you and you down. So we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to try and play referee a little bit.
No,
yeah, we'll see what happens here in episode 11.
Should be good. Well, let's go around the horn. Boomer, swear jar.
Oh, absolutely. So last week was pretty funny there, the old tap house swear jar. I got a good kick out of it. I was recording the swears as they were happening throughout the episode, which I've never actually done that before, so it was pretty good. But actually last week we only ended up with 20 more bucks into the swear jar, so we're at $167 total right now.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's starting to look like a pretty
tidbit. We are playing for that tonight.
Well, let's keep it on the DL though.
Yeah, we'll introduce that later. Just something to look forward to. Pratsky, anything on the go with you? You got some.
Oh, what do I got? No, not much. I did want to make one comment, Lane. I don't know if anyone noticed the still shot of our last episode. It looks like Lane's doing jazz hands. Does anyone notice that?
No, I didn't see that, but now
It's funny. It's funny.
YouTube, it always picks the dumbest thumbnails for I don't understand why it picks that. And I whatever. I'm used to looking like a jackass, so it's all good with me.
No swears for me. I guess we can go right into the trivia. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Ice Factory trivia.
Damn it. Ice Factory, Pearson, Simons. I got a mug. God damn it.
Just not. Wow, you got to come to play, Wallace. Come on.
Okay. The question was, who was on deck when Joe Carter?
Sugar's a killer.
Who was on deck when Joe Carter hit the game-winning home run, or World Series winning home run in 1993? The answer was Alfredo Griffin. I believe he was on deck because he was a pinch runner for John Olerud in the 8th inning.
Alfredo sauce.
By the way, every week we seem to get a bunch of answers from these know-it-alls, these women from Jersey. I don't know if you've noticed that on Twitter.
Yeah. Who the hell are you? And why haven't you hit us up in DM yet? Like, honestly.
They share some pretty suspect things, I noticed too.
Well
okay.
Did you guys see on one of the episodes the guy commented like a hotgirls.com website? And I went under it and I said, "Oh, great, thanks, man." Wicked. Great input there for the podcast. Jesus.
Okay, they're mixed up. We got about 8 in here, I think. Oh, Anthony Maley.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
Yankee fan.
Hold
He
on a
deserves
second.
that.
I just got to make this point. For all you people that do this trivia contest, and I noticed it before and it's been talked about by us, if you know the answer, why are you throwing it out there so early so others can just copy and paste your answer and take your prize away from you? let's use some common sense here. If you want to win the prize, which is a $50 gift card, I mean, come on. This isn't just charitable donations here. Don't just let people copy paste. If you know it and it's a tough one, wait to post your answer. Let's be smart here.
That's in the same breath, you don't want all of a sudden everyone boom Thursday afternoon they start posting.
Well, that's your problem. That's your problem.
Yeah, I was trying to think in my head, like maybe we start having the guy DM the answer while
I thought about that too. Yeah. Because I really think that's what's
question
going
or something
on.
like that. Because yeah, it's getting too easy. There's too many people that are cherry picking the other answers, right? So whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The question for this week, let's make it quick. In light of MLB starting up, right? This is a heavy baseball weighted epi we have here. Two players post 1950. There's only two players in the history of MLB with a 300 average career, 3,000 hits, and 500 steals. Name them. That's it. That's the question.
And somehow I got one of these right when Jeff initially asked the question, which is very strange because I don't know. For some reason, it just came to me. So
I think
It's
there's
not
only
that
two. I
bad.
hope there's no.
Boomer's one of those guys that when he's truly pumped about something, you can literally tell the elation in his text. You can almost hear him saying how pumped he is because it's just he has that vibe, right? So he was quite pumped when he got one of them right. I said I wasn't even in the ballpark, but the two did make sense, and I was rather kind of choked I didn't get one of them. So we'll just leave it at that, and good luck to everybody getting the two. So this top five this week, I just it didn't do it for me. I just whatever. Top five rules that we would like to see changed. Did I get that
Added
right?
or dropped.
Or dropped. Or dropped.
Or altered. Yeah.
Or altered.
Why do you not like this?
Yeah.
God, you're negative.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with my last two. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, good.
My number five for this one. The shorter kickoff in the NFL. You don't see a run back for it. Like, you just don't. There's no and if they kick it all the way to the end zone, it's a touchback. They're just taking it out to the 25, whatever it is, 25, 30,
Yep.
25.
yeah,
Why did they get rid of this, by the way?
To cut down on CTE, concussions, high impact hits. I get it, but I don't get it. Like, it's football. Like, that's a key point in the game. Like, run backs for touchdowns are like game-changing events, right? That's
well, and I mean, in the past, like this is on my list too, so I might as well just say it. But I mean, like in the past, you had like one or two guys, maybe, like when they were kicking, they were kicking from the 20 originally, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so back in the day when you had like Sebastian Janikowski, maybe Jason Elam are guys that come to mind that could actually kick it through the end zone where it used to be. Like, those guys were actually, like, they were valued for just that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was a big deal because then nobody was returning the kick. Now it's every team's got a kicker that can kick it through the back of the end zone, maybe except for Pittsburgh. But I mean, whatever. It's just, it bothers me too. I don't like it at all. It takes a lot out of the game in my mind. And I hear the CTE stuff, but it does. It removes a really exciting point of the game.
I just don't see it being any more dangerous than a receiver cutting across the middle and getting hit, coming to meet the ball with the defender and getting speared to the ground. Like,
That's dangerous.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? But you can't take every aspect out of it. That's just number five for me. That's that one. The amount of timeouts allotted or allowed to be used in the final 2 minutes of a basketball game. Come on, man.
Was this on your pet peeve list too?
It was.
I think it was.
Yeah, like I gotta go have a smoke. I'm not like don't.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Just get on with it. Like, you don't need to. And then the fouling, and then the timeout, and then the commercial break. It's one of the most excruciating things ever. Like the final 2 minutes of a basketball game lasts 17 minutes in real time, and it drives me nuts. That's one I would change. The college possession arrow in basketball on a tie-up, instead of jumping the ball off, the possession arrow goes back and forth. So you would see, I mean, it is a strategic thing where guys late in the game, they're trying to tie you up and trying to swarm you to get that possession arrow back for your team, right? But just jump the freaking ball off and move on with it. Give me a break. It's just so dumb.
You like the tip-off, you're saying?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I like the jump ball, yeah. I mean,
if it's a guard versus a center, it's a joke. But
well,
whatever.
How many centers do you see out on a guard trying to smother him? Usually it's a fairly decent matchup.
Usually it's player on player. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Videoing other teams' practices. Bullshit. Get rid of it. You should be able to absolutely video every friggin' thing you want. Modern technology today, we got media, we got all sorts of stuff. If you want to go video a team practice, have at her. Post it on YouTube so we can all see it. Great. Shouldn't be fined, shouldn't be suspended, shouldn't lose draft picks. Think it's absolute garbage. That's my number one.
That's brutal.
Top 5 rule change. Deflating footballs. If a quarterback is throwing the ball, if he wants to throw the ball a certain way or have a certain feel for the ball, as it's his ball, their team ball, you want to let a couple PSI out of it? Sure. You want to have it a little roughed up? Why not? You want to have it a little wet for some grip? Absolutely. What are we worried about here? You want to doctor up a baseball? Let's see a little extra curve on that curveball, a little extra slide on the slider. Let's do her.
No. Those aren't even comparable things. Things. So I'm going to ask you, okay.
Hey, I told you I was going to have fun with the last two.
You skipped across your number 2. Say it again.
What? Videoing other team practices.
Okay, so in your mind, teams should be able to video, watch, whatever you want to say. So plays like the Philly special would never have happened. Plays like, the reverse to Antoine Randall L, where he throws a Tynes Ward in the end zone during the Super Bowl, would not have happened. These plays will not happen because guess what?
Those teams can actually prepare for that, and they're that good and understand where every player is on the field for those plays that they're going to run a Philly special, Boomer. Come on now.
It worked. I guarantee they practiced it.
I'm not saying it didn't. I'm saying for Philly it worked. But I'm saying, you mean to tell me there's only a certain handful of players that can read defenses and offenses a certain way and are really good at it. You're not going to ever convince me that a player is good enough to be like, oh, shit, they're running the Philly special. Like, no.
Lane, you don't actually really think these should be rules. You're just being goofy. Are you not?
I mean, yes and no.
Like, in my mind, the practicing.
I mean, yes and no. Really?
And I'm pretty sure you only said 4, by the way.
I said 5.
No, I think he did say 5, but I don't know. But
anyway, you're really going to sit there and tell me that a slight change in a football air pressure is a big difference, Jeff? That's even more comical than me sitting here saying that it's stupid that it's a rule.
Clearly, it makes a difference if people got to cheat to do it.
Yeah, because, I mean, Indianapolis, you totally lost that game because of 1 PSI in a football. Totally.
Okay.
No,
I mean, what they
breaking the rules, Lane. Some people break rules, some people don't.
What was it, 41-7? Game was over before it even started.
Right, so why deflate the football?
They didn't. Bill Nye, science guy.
Okay. So please don't ever refer to Bill Nye as a credible source of information for absolutely anything ever again on this podcast.
He's the idiot that tried proving it that the Patriots did it.
Okay, but
common science and physics disproves that this happened. Anyway, we're not getting into this. I wanted to have some fun with it. Jeff, your list.
The fact that you think practices should be able to be, you're never going to change my mind.
He doesn't think that. He's just being kooky.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just being, I wanted to do it because I hated this top 5. Continue.
Yeah, so Lane got lazy and top 5 again. Good job.
I thought I got creative.
My first one. mostly I just hate these rules. Pass ball on strike 3.
I don't like that rule either. I agree with you.
Why is it up to the catcher to catch it? Like, I don't care if it goes to the backstop, players on base can advance, but why does the catcher have to catch it for that player to be out? It blows my mind, and I hope a series is never won, or a World Series is never won on a play like that.
You know why I don't like
Two
it?
out, the guy strikes out and the ball goes to the backstop and they win. Like, dumb.
You know what? You know why I don't like it mostly, and it's probably because you guys know this. I would rather get punched in the face than experience any kind of awkwardness. So what I see happen all the time is the ball is passed by the catcher. It goes back, and you know that stupid little two-step like double look that the batter gives while he's leaving. Like, he's like, wait, do I go? Like, and it's so awkward and it's so weird, and it bothers me. But yeah, no, I don't like the rule either.
I don't get the rule, and if there's explanations why it's a rule, then chime in, because some of them I don't get it. Next one, baseball. Oh, the intentional walk. I think everyone knows why I hate it so much. I don't know if there's a way around it, but my analogy is like taking a stick out of a guy's hands on a power play. Like, no, say you get 4 power plays a game, just like you get 4 at-bats. We're going to take your stick away this time. Just, you don't matter. And it makes no sense to me. And with Barry Bonds, I mean, we missed out on some insane numbers that could have happened if he wasn't intentionally walked like he was.
So why not just
times in 1 year?
Why not throw the ball in the dirt 4 times in a row then?
Well, you should at least have to throw it, or maybe one player can only get intentionally walked once per game or something. Maybe, right? So in the first inning, there's 2 men on. You got to maybe pitch to them because it's early, and then, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but again, I'm asking you. How do you discern between the two? Because if one is an intentional walk and the other guy's just pitching around somebody, which happens a lot,
yeah,
how do you know? And there are some pitchers that cannot throw a strike, where they want it exactly. But yeah.
I don't know the way around it. I hate it. To me, it's a cowardly way to play the sport. But Sunday I was watching golf and saw this one. JT hit his ball on the fairway, driver, right into a freaking divot.
Oh my God, you guys! I should have went second or first. God.
Oh, was that yours?
Absolutely. I'm getting raped here. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Lost 2
sucks,
already.
You did
I don't feel bad at all about your Ovi bullshit now, but
okay, and I won't go into detail because you can talk about it. I just think
I will.
You just hit in the fairway. Why do you get punished for it, right? So, anyways, I'll leave that one. You can elaborate on that one. My other one went to the billiards. Bar rules on pool. This one bugs me because I'm a damn good pool player.
Decent.
When I start just knocking balls in right off the break, right? And don't even give the other guy a chance to shoot, maybe one shot in there, and I'm down to the 8 ball, and I get to the 8 ball, and maybe I hook myself because he's got 7 balls on the table. Why should I have to be obligated to hit that black ball? And if I don't, I lose the game. Well, he has 7 balls on the table. That rule bugs me. I've seen it happen lots in the bars. No comment? Okay.
No, you play pool. No, you know what? You play pool long enough in the bars, that rule is going to frustrate you. If you're a good enough player, you're going to come across that all the time. What do you suggest is so what are you saying is in bar rules? Like, what are you pitching here? Like, that you don't have to hit the 8 ball or what?
Yeah, because actual 8 ball rules, you don't.
I know. Yeah.
But bar rules, you do. And I just think you should have to make an attempt at hitting it. If you hit the other guy's ball first, game still goes on. That's a dirty way to win. Mm-hmm. I've seen it happen too many times. I had it happen to me.
I've had it happen.
Rod Benning's man cave many a times.
I've had it happen to me 100 times too. I know what you're saying. It's not. Take it this way. They're not winning. You're losing. That's all it is, right? That's why it bothers me. But yeah, that wasn't on my list though. Thank God. Thanks for picking one that wasn't, eh?
That was deep. You just, well, anyways. Okay, my last one. You probably got this one, Boom. I'm sorry. DH.
Nope.
I think the DH should be in both leagues. Obviously, I don't think pitchers should hit. To me, it's the equivalent of a goalie playing 2 shifts at left wing randomly in the middle of a game. Really?
Okay.
Carey Price, go play left wing for a couple shifts. He's like, why? I played goalie all my life. Why the hell do I got to go play out?
Ends
It's
up
like no different than making
too.
a pitcher bat.
He ends up potting too because he's the best player the Canadians have this year.
In all fairness, there's a few pitchers that are pretty good at raking. So
Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah. And it's exciting when they hit dingers. I love that. But
Bartolo Colon, greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
yep.
God, is
I
he
just
in
don't
shape.
get it. I don't get why. I believe Brett Saberhagen one year actually hit like 300 in the late 80s.
Yeah.
We'll have to get our stat guy to check that out.
Yeah, but now it seems like, every pitcher that comes up that can hit 300 and with any kind of consistency hit bombs, he's not a pitcher anymore. So,
Right.
Good
well,
list.
all right, I'll stumble into my top 5 here. My fifth one's pretty, I don't know. You guys might love it. You might hate it. Warning dugouts or benches before the game has started because of previous history. This pisses me off beyond all, like, it's sports. You know what's going to happen. And I'm not just talking baseball, for the pitchers not beaning that guy or whatever. I'm talking hockey when they go over and they warn both benches. And it's like, come on, man. Let them play. Let them do what they're going to do. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to get it out of the way and it's going to go on. Like, at least from what I've seen. Usually it doesn't break out into the complete bench brawls like it used to. Baseball's ridiculous because everybody runs onto the field.
That's the worst.
But no, I just don't like the whole, like, okay, just so you know, we're going to have special rules for this game. You guys can't hit a batter. You guys can't send your fighter out. I hate it. It's so stupid to me.
I think you should have to square off. If you're going to throw a ball at someone, okay, then
let's fight.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
I don't really want to throw a ball at you that bad. Right?
Unless you're Nolan Ryan, who would kill everybody in the league. But, yeah.
Robin Ventura, best video. Love that one.
Yeah. But, okay, moving on to my...
The Bryce Harper one against San Francisco was quite comical, though.
That was brutal.
He goes out, chases after him with his helmet, and goes to throw it at him, and goes completely...
Yeah, that was a bad throw. That was a really bad throw.
Bryce, what are you up to, buddy?
I think my favorite one out of that, though, is when the pitcher throws his glove at the batter. That's always my favorite. It seems to be a go-to move. It's just, I laugh hard every time it happens.
Have you guys seen the video of the one in, like, the Mexican League, I believe, where the guy gets thrown at, and he, like, reverse mule kicks the catcher?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that is pure gold.
That is, yeah.
Oh man, it's good.
Wants to get a laugh one night, just sitting around doing nothing.
Okay.
If on YouTube, it's gold. Yeah.
Okay, number 4. College football's 1 foot in catch rule. I mean, we're not baby.
I love it.
No, to me, we're not. To me, we're not. Especially the football you watch, Wallace. Why would you want them to only have 1 foot in? Like, we're talking about players that could potentially be NFL players.
The football I watch. What are you talking about?
Well, we're talking about you're watching serious college football. These players could potentially be NFL players. So in my mind, I'm thinking, why aren't we making them get both feet down?
I don't think any league should have 2 feet down.
Well, the NFL does, boys.
I don't think it's a good rule.
I think we're missing the point here. I think it's not so much that the receiver can't get 2 feet down. It's that a lot of the quarterbacks aren't as accurate and as good in college. You might have a handful, maybe 5, 6, 7 top quarterbacks. After that, do you know many quarterbacks that are ranked so incredible that they can make a throw to the sideline over the shoulder on a dime where a guy can literally get 2 feet down like in the NHL or in the NFL, like an Aaron Rodgers, like a Brady? I'm just saying we're looking at it from the wrong perspective, I think. I think the receivers in college can get 2 feet down and they're that good. I'm just saying I think the quarterbacks aren't good enough to make that throw yet. Just my thought.
No, that's a fair argument, but maybe that's something that they should be working on in their
100%,
freshman
100%.
sophomore year. Maybe they need to be that good by the time they're juniors and seniors running an offense in a serious college team.
We also got
That's
to be
how I see it.
realistic. Like, what, maybe 3 or 4 quarterbacks out of any draft class in any college football season are making it in the NFL. The rest are working at Earl Scheib or going to sell cars at some dealership. So, I mean, it's whatever, right?
Yeah, no, it's something that I've always thought was kind of, I want to see it, but it'll never change.
Yeah.
It'll never change. Number 3, no relief from divots in the fairway. The reason that this one bothers me so much is, as you guys know, I hit a lot of fairways. Granted, I only hit it 235, but I hit a lot of fairways. And that's one of the worst things. Why are you hitting a shot into the preferred grass and you get screwed over because some jackass wouldn't replace his divot? I don't, like, I've had it affect me personally, I don't know, a million times in my life. I think it's pretty stupid. I agree that, yeah, you should know how to hit out of a divot. I do now. But it doesn't make the game any easier.
Bump it.
Jeff, we're talking about rules that we would remove.
Okay, but how about even the dirtier aspect of that, though, Boomer? How about the divot that's been filled in with sand?
That's almost worse.
Didn't that happen to Tiger one year? I swear I remember this. His ball was perfectly sitting on this little tuft of sand in a divot in the fairway. Striped to drive, little stinger, 240 on a par 5, and he got up there and he's like, are you kidding? Like, how do you hit that off a little pile of sand?
They shouldn't fill it in until after.
Yeah.
The best part too, Boomer, when I watched that on Sunday with JT, I was like, oh, that's bullshit. Like, this is so unfair. He's battling for the lead. I don't know what hole it was. Sticks 2 feet, maybe 2.5 feet.
Yep.
Like, all right, it's not so bad, I guess. But.
Well, I don't know. Give me 30 balls off of a good fairway lie, and give me 100 out of the fairway, out of a divot. And I don't know what it would look like when I was done, but I'm still betting that there's more in close proximity off the fairway than there would be out of a divot. Like, I don't know. I hate that. It pisses me off. My number two is the 35-yard line kickoff rule in the NFL. Lane already described it. I don't really have to go into that because I kind of talked about it too when he gave it. Number 1, the catch rule in the NFL. What is a catch? I don't even know what a catch is at this point. When they review it, when they go into it, when they talk about it, and it makes me laugh actually pretty hard because even when they're reviewing it, the announcers now are even more careful what they say. They bring what's his name there, the ref.
The Italian guy.
Oh. Yeah. What's his name?
No.
Florio?
Pereira. Mike Pereira.
Yeah. So they bring him in, and
NFL guy right here.
If you even watched last year, he's supposedly the Don Juan of referees, and he's being careful what he says now while they're replaying these, while they're under the hood. And it's like, come on, nobody knows what a catch is. It's gross. My team's been on both sides of it, so that kind of cancels itself out. But I would love to see some concrete, guidelines. What is a catch? Because to me right now, it's completely subjective. It's not like it's whatever way the wind blows, and I don't like it. I think it's stupid. So that's my top 5.
Fair enough. Honorable mention going to the tuck rule. Love that.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't.
Honorable mention to the tuck rule, and just wanted the JT thing. Did you saw the putts in the playoff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How clutch! Clutch!
Yeah.
Forget that JT made his bomb. How about Morikawa?
Yeah.
That's just great. Loved it. And guys, there's a great tournament this weekend going on the Memorial. All the big names are playing. Fowler and DJ are getting messed up tonight. They are getting banged up. They went out and shot 80 and 81 today. I can't wait to see what comes tomorrow. I'm sure they're just trashed right now. Good on.
What did Tiger shoot?
1 under. He struggled. He struggled a lot. Like he got to 2 under through 5, and then he gave a few back, and then he kind of floundered a bit. Didn't make a lot of great shots, but I mean the conditions were pretty windy. It wasn't great. I did catch most of it today on Golf TV. Great app, by the way. You can watch any major PGA event. It's great. Yeah, bad rounds all around. Schauffele, Rose was 2 under, 3 under at one point, finished +2. A lot of the big names, Webb Simpson +4, Morikawa +6.
What's the leader at?
It is Finau at -6.
Yeah, it was -5 or -6 when I seen that. Gary Woodland was leading, I think, last I saw.
Yeah, and then he bogeyed 18 or 17,
Then
I
he
believe,
bogeyed.
dropped to -4. But I mean, that's the thing. At this golf course, and no lead is safe, right? So it should be a great weekend of golf to watch. I'm really looking forward to it. So
Hey, are all those holeouts by Tiger, all those chip-ins from the past, are those all at Muirfield? Like this, that tournament? That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember all those, and all of a sudden this week I'm looking at all
that
the
flop
same
shot,
goddamn tournament.
that flop shot is just
They
That-
were talking about that actually. Tiger traditionally misses greens at this event, but somehow he flukes, like chip ins, whatever. Like, holy man, like that's what it seemed like today. He didn't seem like he was striking the ball overly well.
No, I was going to say he was rusty. You could see the rust was there. He was not it wasn't vintage Tiger. He was battling a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And even same with DeChambeau, McIlroy, like the guy, they just didn't look. So I thought about this, and I picked Tiger in our pool for this week for one with the guy I want to do with the other guys. Kind of have to take into the fact that Tiger feeds off the crowd a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Some guys don't. So the quieter, more reserved players on the tour right now, the way this is set up, I feel have an advantage going to these events. Whereas a guy like Tiger, he gets the crowd behind him. Guys tend to fold, right? So right now, there's nobody cheering for you. I laugh because these guys, they're on the par 3. I think it was the 8th hole, and the houses that are around that hole.
Yep.
Nobody's allowed on the course, but everyone on the houses are out on their decks. So guys were making putts and shots, and you'd get the golf clap and the cheer, and it was like the guys didn't know how to respond to what was going on because it was like, who's cheering? And it was the fans, right? So
Cool.
I got to watch quite a bit of it today. It was very, very good. If you like seeing golfers struggle, it was a good day to watch. So
Well, I like golfing with you, buddy.
yeah. Hey, I carried you. Oh, we'll get into that too. Don't worry, we'll get into that. Yeah. Good top 5, guys. Liked it. Okay, so we're back, and we got to do it. Boomer, pizza draw.
Yeah, and like you guys said earlier in the
That's
episode,
not good.
you guys said earlier in the episode that I like to speak sometimes about how excited I am. Well, boy, nothing gets me more excited than giving away a pizza. So let's talk about this now. There was actually not as many entries this week, and I don't know why. We dropped by 10. So
Who doesn't want a free pizza? I don't get it.
Well, one less pizza.
oh, come on, Jeff. It's still a Tower Pizza.
Oh, I know.
I enjoyed one last night myself. It was beautiful.
Like 170 followers on Twitter. Granted, 10 of them are like burner accounts from chicks in the States, but nonetheless, let's get on it. Come on, reach.
Okay,
Let's go.
here we go. Let's see what we got here. James Smart. Guy works at the mine.
Oh, that's his
Oh,
last
referee.
name.
Jimmy Smart.
James,
Jimmy
big
Smart.
big Pens fan.
Oh,
Big
well,
Penguins fan.
Like Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Loves
another,
the Riders, too.
you know of another Pens team that
He must hate me.
No, I think you're probably his favorite guy. I don't know. He's a really nice guy. Seriously, like one of the nicest guys I've ever
I
met.
probably know him. What's his last? Oh, Smart. Okay.
Yeah. Taller guy, black hair. Nice guy.
I'm not smart.
Pete, thanks again for sponsoring that for us. We will keep giving them away.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Peter.
We
Yep,
love the
thank you.
pizzas.
Another 12-inch pizza from the top.
Also, another shameless plug. Hockey's back, folks. coming soon, hopefully. On a really shitty side note, I'll pay for the swear for this one. Breaking news, as we were kind of in our little break there, Edmonton's Rogers Arena got flooded. If you go on, I'm dead. I showed the boys the videos and the pictures. It's not good.
It looks way too suspicious to me. I'm thinking Vancouver was bitter, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you ain't gonna give us."
Pratt, I think, has a
I'll show
theory.
ya.
Though.
It was the Wet Bandits. It was the Wet Bandits, Harry and Marv.
Absolutely.
Why do you always do that? Why do you always do that?
We're the Wet Bandits.
So
It's our calling
unfortunately,
card.
they can get that all fixed up. That being said, our hockey pool, we put it out, Twitter, on Facebook. We shared it. $50 entry. Pick 2 guys from each box. $5 from each entry. Entry goes to us for some new gear for the show, better setup. Hopefully get Boomer a better modem or setup because he keeps blanking in and out during the episode. Yeah, so we really appreciate that. It'll be a lot of fun. Should be a great pot. We've already had quite a few people get a hold of us to get copies of it. So the more the merrier. Let's get it on and have some fun. Trust me, it's been a while. So I'm looking to get some gambling in the next little bit here. Baseball starting. Oh, I'm percolating, guys. I feel like a caterpillar turning into butter for it's just great.
Like literally the only reason that the renos are getting done at Wallace's house is because he didn't have sports to bet on.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like the kid's coming in November and I'm running out of time. So this was perfect for me. She'll be all done, ready to go. And then we're full bore into NFL season. I told the wife, up until that kid cries or you get the phone call, she's Sundays on the couch watching football.
Good luck with that.
Veronica, I'm kidding. I'm not being serious. And for everyone out there that thinks I'm a degenerate father, I'm not. I love my wife. Let's get that straight first.
How would you know yet?
You're not a father yet, so we'll see.
I'm being honest. I feel the nesting part of me coming in. Like I'm being really observant of things around the house. We're not going to talk anymore about that.
Yeah, well, you were percolating earlier like a caterpillar, so I'm not shocked you're nesting.
Man, there's nothing quite like getting some skin in the game. I love it. Okay.
Lane likes to gamble. Okay.
I don't throw stones down there, you and our other cohort on the show. You like throwing the odd bet down. So we are going to do, in honor of baseball returning, this Thursday, doubleheader. Dodgers, Giants, Washington and the Yankees. Some great pitching matchups that night. I'm looking very forward to kicking back next Thursday night. We might not even have an episode. I'm kidding. We'll have an episode, but I might have baseball on in the backdrop. We are doing our all-time favorite lineups, and we're saying at any position. We're not saying a specific team, just every position. The full 9-man plus 2 starting pitchers, a reliever, and I'm doing a DH. I don't know if they are. I'm doing a DH for obvious reasons. So
I better add a starter then.
Yeah. I will go through mine, and then we'll just go around the horn. My left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Come on, brutal.
Why'd you kick it off with left field? Okay.
Well, what do you want me to kick it off with? I just went outfield.
Why Bonds?
Huh?
Because you're going total skill and talent. Then you're not going by who you love and who you hate.
Oh no, it's his favorite. It's his favorite.
I went by the numbers. I mean, you can't. Like I said, you can't. I don't agree with like Pratt. You will never agree on this. I just don't. I don't like what he did.
I got you. I'm surprised he picked him still, but I got you.
I respect great players. He is a great player. You have to give him his due credit. So Bonds.
I never picked him. I didn't pick him, Jeff. But
right field, Larry Walker, Canadian boy.
And yeah.
Yeah. There was no better hitter in the NL for a long stretch of time there in Colorado. He will be in the Hall of Fame this year.
Yep. Right. Or he just was. Or yeah.
Yep. great player. I loved him growing up. Like I said, that we talked about this before we went on the air. That whole Colorado Rocky team has put out great rosters and great players. Center fielder, no doubt. No, we're not even the kid, Griffey. That's no brainer. People will say Mike Trout. Mike Trout hasn't gotten anywhere near Griffey yet. Give him another 5, 6, 7 years. Well, you can say it all you want, Boomer. That's fine. They're not even in the same class right now. Soon, maybe. We'll see. Third base, George Brett. Loved me some George Brett. When he charged from that dugout after that home run, got called.
Yeah.
Oh, just loved it. And I mean, the guy played with such intensity, was a great professional ball player. Love the guy. Second base, anybody that argues this, I don't even give a rat's ass. You're wrong. Roberto Alomar. There is no better second baseman. Hitting wise, defensive wise, clutch player, true class. You will never convince me otherwise.
Didn't he spit in an umpire's face?
Good.
Oh, don't.
I would have too.
That's classy.
Catch the taste.
Hang on, I just have to. I have to just take a second to let the class waft over me.
I have agreed with Lane so much this episode. I'm having a shower after.
Oh, Wilson would be furious. He'd be just ripping on you guys this whole episode. He's going to be so choked at us.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter. What more can you say? Not even for the fact that he's just a great ball player. He bangs so many hot chicks that just like, good on you, man. Way to go. I mean, Alba?
Wait, so you're going into the women instead of his baseball accolades? That's awesome.
Top 9. Let's go.
Forget the Hall of Fame for baseball. He's got the Hall of Fame for that's a whole other episode in itself. Anyway, Derek Jeter. First baseman, Albert Pujols. I have a fantasy league named after the guy for an obvious reason. He's just so damn good. Been consistent. I mean, the last few years, you've seen the wear and tear. He's obviously not himself, but he's still a great hitter and still will play for probably another 3 or 4 years. I don't see why he won't. Still hits homers, very productive, great player. Catcher. I was kind of torn, was going to say Pudge. I'm going Joe Mauer. Joe Mauer, to have a hitter at catcher consistently hit 300, that's a huge – he won a batting title. Just a great – and I mean, multi-position player, played first base. I really – Joe Mauer to me one of my favorite catchers of all time. My 2 starting pitchers, Randy Johnson, most feared pitcher in all of baseball. Say what you want. I mean, he did it in Seattle. He did it in Arizona. Yankees, whatever. I just hate the Yankees. So, and my boy, Doc Holliday. There was nothing better for me. I'm a purist. I love watching games where a pitcher just settles into his rhythm and is just dealing on the mound, whether it be Maddox, Glavine, any of those pitchers. I'm all for that over a 15-14 game. Doc, one of the greatest of all times, postseason no-hitter, hands down. That's my guy. Anybody that says the reliever aspect is not Mariano Rivera, you're just dumb. I mean, you could say Trevor Hoffman, but no. I mean, it's whatever. And my DH, Edgar. I could have put him at third base, but I wanted to give George Brett some love. Edgar, the numbers don't lie. I'm so glad he got into the Hall of Fame. He is a hitting machine. I've read his book. He had and I just want to kind of tell this one, he had an eye condition where he couldn't focus. His one eye was more dominant than the other. So he literally had to train himself. I'm not even kidding. He had to train
I didn't know this.
He had to take him and his trainer, they worked extensively by his coordination with his eye, trying to strengthen it. And by using rubber balls and throwing rubber balls out of the corner of his eye as far back as he could, and he would try and stop it and catch it. And he had to strengthen his eye as his career went on. He lost some vision there, and he was still able to do what he did. You can fact check me. You can check it out. It's in his book, his autobiography. Great story. Love him even more for it. That's my list. Carry on, boys.
I almost want to jump in here just because I feel like I should try and maybe steal a couple from Jeff, but I don't
Yeah,
think
I may not have a player left, but go ahead.
I don't think that I actually no, because I picked some that were actually for me. There's a couple there that you guys won't have just because they're for me. What did you start with, Wallace? Did you start with your catcher, or where'd you go?
No,
No,
left
he
field. I
started
with left
the
field,
most
right field,
random
left
spot.
field. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start. I'll start in left field, and I know he didn't play left field solely, but Roberto Clemente.
Who's right field?
Yes, he does play right field. Now that you say that, but I had a hard time.
Bonds is your left.
No, Bonds is not
Oh.
my left. Just the reason that I took Clemente was just because he was just like, to me, in my mind, he's like the iconic Pittsburgh Pirate. Like, I don't really see anybody else even giving him a run for that title. And for how bad they've been lately, it's just.
How about the fact that he had 3,000 hits and then dies in a plane crash?
Okay, but I know
That's insane.
You know what's funny is they actually make that comment on City Slickers. That's their argument. That was the one guy's thing. He's just like, yeah, but Clemente was killed in a plane crash. Well, that doesn't make him better than Hank Aaron.
But crazy that he finished with 3,000 on the nose, I believe.
Was it? Was it right on the nose?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Someone fact check me on that one. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So my center fielder is going to be Mike Trout. Obviously, just mostly because I've seen him myself several times. He's my favorite baseball player right now. Probably besides the fact that he looks like a NFL linebacker. He just, I just like the guy. He's just seems like he plays the game right. My right fielder is Ted Williams, and the only reason that he is on this list is because for Sega, I think it was MLB World Series Baseball 95. If you pick Ted Williams out of the all world team that you could pick on there and entered the home run derby on that, he could not hit a home run. Every time he swung, he hit a home run. Yes.
How deep is that?
He's not even like a.
It was like this is being
revealed. Even? I don't think he's not like a slugger.
I agree with you, but this is being revealed probably at 22 years later. I used to beat my friends with Ted Williams on that home run derby all the time because they didn't know that he couldn't not hit a home run in the home run derby. It was wicked. I loved it.
You're the Barry Bonds of 94 World Series on Sega.
Pretty much. My catcher is going to be Pudge Rodriguez. Not so much for everything else, but I really enjoy that snap throw to first. Like, not many guys do that. And he did it from his knees, almost making it not look like he was throwing it there. So it was pretty sick. I used to love watching him do it. My first baseman's Albert Pujols. Lane stole it, but I don't really know how you can go anywhere else if you grew up watching baseball when we did, because he, in my mind, in that generation, I don't think anybody even comes close to him for batting. Like, he was so dominant. He was so good. We were talking about batting titles before this, and we were just, talking amongst each other. And like, Albert Pujols was a legitimate threat for like a dozen years for the batting title. And he's doing this all while hitting 30, 35 plus home runs. Like, he was just that key cog in the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. My second baseman, you guys are going to laugh at, basically because I couldn't pick one. I had no idea where I was even going to go with this, but I took Dan Uggla. And the reason that I took Dan Uggla, no, Jeff, listen to it. Listen to this. So Dan Uggla, as you know, you should really love him, Jeff, because he's actually shorter than you. But
no,
during spring training, a few years ago, we went down and we watched Grapefruit League at the Braves home, their home opener, and it was them against the Tigers. And so we're watching batting practice and whatever, and I'm actually down because I paid extra to be right behind home plate. But Dan Uggla's there. Well, Dan Uggla signed every single autograph in that line. Every single autograph in that line. Every hat, every jersey, every baseball, anything. He signed it all. He didn't stop until he signed everybody's autograph. And it was kids, it was grown men, it was myself, it was, women, it was everybody. And I just thought that was pretty cool. And I think people like that's lost in today's sports, and it sucks because you know how you make a kid's day, or even in my mind, a 28-year-old guy's day, like, come walk up. Yeah, exactly. Why don't more players do that? Where you got Craig Kimbrell, who literally looks over at the lineup of people that want autographs, and he says, "Give me a minute, guys, I'll be right there." What does he do? He runs down the tunnel, and we never see him again. So to me, guys like Dan Uggla, there needs to be more people that are willing to sign those autographs. My shortstop's Derek Jeter. I don't need to go any further than that. His jump throw to first is the most legit, one of the coolest things. That should be a trademark, Jeff. Is just I love Derek Jeter.
The shovel throw against Oakland.
Yeah. Like
Great.
he had so many iconic plays.
The
that
crazy
shortstop
part about that people don't realize is it's not even the shovel throw. It's that he had the wherewithal to come from his position and see that was going to happen and be there when that happened. That's the craziest. He had no business being there, and without him being there, Giambi's safe at home. Continue.
My third baseman's Chipper Jones. You guys probably saw that one coming. The guy he's renowned as a dick, but I don't really care because I enjoyed watching him play, and he was a cornerstone for Atlanta for a long time. And I actually don't think you can kick him out of a third baseman top 10 of all time.
No. Jim Pratt's favorite player?
Larry.
I got wicked. So
Gotcha.
I agree a little bit more with Jim Pratt after this episode. My pitchers. You know what? I'm not going to say Mariano Rivera. I'm going to say Trevor Hoffman just because I want to be different. I was going to say Rivera. I mean, you can't be wrong if you say Rivera, but I'm going to say Hoffman. My starting pitcher.
Wrong if you say Hoffman either. Like, he was great.
Yeah, he was great. My starting pitchers, obviously Greg Maddux is one. I named my son after him. Like, come on. My other one is Sandy Koufax. And the only reason that I pick him is, my God, that curveball. Like, oh, good Lord. Like, Kershaw's good. His curveball is, like, right there. And, like, oh, man, just legitimate, iconic left-handed pitcher. So, yeah, that's my list.
The thing I want to get across to people, too, while we're doing this, I like how Boomer incorporated. I didn't want to because I feel it's unfair for me because I didn't get to see a lot of these older players play. I have watched them on YouTube. I have a respect for what they were as players. So I can't really say one way. I picked more players that were my younger years really got me into baseball and watched it and saw it and appreciated who they were. I like that Boomer brought up Clemente, Koufax. Jackie Robinson probably should be in the mix for some of these two. I'm just saying there is different ways of looking at this. So I went a different way. Boomer went one way. Loved it.
There's no wrong.
No
wrong
answer. I'm just saying.
Except Dan Uggla.
Dan Uggla's.
But you know what?
That was one Uggla pick.
I feel like I gave you guys a pretty damn good reason in order to do it. Like, I could tell you that I could give you the background on the Greg Maddux stuff too, and you guys might think that's funny, but
quick
whatever.
Story.
No, it's
can I be allotted a quick story before you go to you, Pratt, here?
Can I just say that my DH is David Ortiz?
I knew that. Yeah.
But yeah.
So we went to Seattle, my wife and I, honeymoon. 3 games, 4 games. The Jays were there. And I'm a kid in a candy store, obviously loving it. It was my first time ever to Safeco, now T-Mobile. I had bought baseballs. I took baseballs with me, like in the cube, and I went early. I watched batting practice. I was down by the rail. I even tried reaching over to steal some dirt from the field and put it in a bag and take it with me, but I got caught, and that didn't go so well.
Something like that?
Yes, exactly. So the wife wearing her Jays shirt and, low cut and no offense, like, Veronica, I'm okay saying it. You look good in a low cut shirt. I'm all right with it. She she said, well, I'm going to go over to the Jays dugout and see if I can get an autograph for you. And I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. And I'm down there, and Cano's walking by me, and Seager's walking by me. And I'm just like, come on, boys. Like, it would take you 2 seconds. It would, like, literally make my day. She comes prancing. I see her coming around. And over at the Jays dugout is just a massive flock of people. I'm like, she's good luck. Edwin Encarnacion must have saw her with her cut shirt and the whole nines, went straight to her, signs her ball, and she comes prancing back over to me. I got an autograph. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the shit? But Edwin, you noticed class. I appreciate that. The ball is up on my mantle right now. Appreciate it. But I get where Boomer's coming from. I'm really sick and tired of the prima donna baseball player. It takes you 2 seconds to sign an autograph. Young, old, it doesn't matter. We just appreciate the fact that you took the time to do it. And for some people, that's a big thing for them. For me, it's huge. I love it. Just wanted to say my piece. You are right with the Dan Ugla thing. Take the floor, Jeff.
Okay. I'll run through mine quick because a lot of them are repeats. Catcher Pudge. Nothing to say about him. First base. I want to give like my pick and then honorable mention. My pick is Edwin. Love Edwin. The Parrot for the last, 9 years on the Jays.
That's a trademark, Jeff.
It is. It should have been a trademark.
Not a one-timer from the top of the circle, but a Parrot.
Okay. But I had Lou Gehrig. Like, Lou Gehrig's the best. He's the best.
Yeah.
Jeff, I thought you were going to go John Olerud. I really thought you were.
No, Johnny had he had like
one of the best hitters, one of the best pure hitters and sweetest swings ever. Come on now.
Yeah, but no, he wasn't cool. So, second baseman Robbie Alomar. Quick story: we were in Toronto 3 years ago. Me and 3 buddies for the playoff series against the Indians, and our last night we found this kind of dive bar that we were told about. We went to, and Robbie Alomar was there, wasted, and he wouldn't do pictures or anything like that. He'd chat with you for a bit. But my one buddy, Matty Wheeler, went for a tinkle in the bathroom, and Robbie was so drunk he pissed all over Matt's foot. You got urinals side by side.
Wheelhouse.
Yeah. So Wheels watches this, so he'll recall that. So that's my Robbie Alomar story. Shortstop by Jeter. Honorable mention to Ripken. Gotta love Cal, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought about it, but just yeah.
Third base, kind of like with Boomer with Trout, Arenado. That guy is all-time Gold Glover too. That's the thing. He's so good at defense and one of the best offensive players. And have you seen his mom? Wow.
Oh my Lord.
Left field, best player of all time, Barry Bonds. Enough said on that one. Center field, Ken Griffey.
Oh.
I think Ken Griffey's great, and I love the guy. I just hate when Lane and I get going, and I gotta bash the guy because he's just not quite in that league of Bonzi, right? But
what is this? The we all get along hour?
I know.
Like I said, this is terrible. Oh.
Right field, I put Vladdy.
Okay.
Honorable mention, Babe Ruth, I believe, played more right field than any position. Like, God, how do you leave Babe Ruth out too? But love Vladdy. My pitcher, Pedro Martinez. Love that guy.
Yeah, he'd have been my
I
third
really
pick.
love Pedro up until he threw frickin'
Zimmer.
Gone.
Don't run at him like that, Zimmer. You get what's coming to you.
He's 78 years old. He wasn't going to do anything.
Pop a squat on the dugout there, buddy. Don't run after a professional athlete. I love Pedro. That guy's.
I did too. I was a big.
He's kind of a dick too. But he's he's all time. You guys said 2 pitchers?
Yeah, pick another starter. Pick another starter.
I like Lane's Doc pick. I'd go with Doc as my other guy. I'd also go with Juan Guzman. I love Juan Guzman. But,
I knew you were gonna say Juan Guzman.
that guy was awesome.
Such a dirty forkball he had. Oy.
One of these times I should read you my poem I wrote when I was in grade 5 on the Blue Jays. So I actually have it memorized. I should do it one episode.
Oh my God.
My relief pitcher is Rivera, and that's my list. So.
I thought you were going to say Tom Hankey.
No. Dwayne Ward's better than Tom Hankey.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Jeff would say Billy Wagner.
Billy
I really did.
And
I thought Jeff would
Koch?
say Billy Wagner.
Koch?
Yeah?
Oh, remember him? Yeah.
That rat. Oh.
Just go with it, right?
Yeah.
Just go with it. Hey. Okay.
Good list, boys. Okay, so we are finish off this episode. We're going to do a little bit of a trivia competition here. Jeff Pratt is going to be the host, and I think he's a bit bitter about this. He wanted to be in the mix, but he's a better host, I feel. So we're going to do a kind of a stump the Schwab thing. I'll let Pratt explain it, but at the end of the day, the swear jar is being played for tonight. So, Boomer, who are you going to play for this?
Junior Golf, just an organization that I was a part of and I would really like to support. So,
love it. And I am going to play for something that kind of it's near and dear to me a little bit. I'm going to play for the Estevan Humane Society. Love dogs. We have 2 of them. I adopted one, an abused dog. So I'm going to play for them tonight. And the winner of the contest gets to donate the swear jar to their chosen function. So
and the money in it. So.
Well, that too.
Oh, we're keeping the jar. We're keeping the jar.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not bugging Pete for a new jar. So
okay.
Take
it away, Jeffrey.
Kind of a fucking joke if you ask me that I don't get to participate, but I assume it's because I would beat the wheels off both of you.
Oh yeah, you'd smoke me. I'm not confident at all. But
so I would donate to the Human Fund if I was playing, but that's...
people helping people. That's good.
People helping people. Yeah.
Okay, so how it works? If you haven't seen Stump the Schwab, it's Boomer versus Lane here. I come up with a topic from a sport that has a list of answers to it, and they each have 8 seconds to answer a name from that list. So Lane has 8 seconds. Then it goes to Boomer. You obviously can't answer the same name twice. And when someone can't answer in that allotted 8 seconds, the other guy wins. Pretty basic.
Well, no, hold on. I'm out. And then he can keep going to get extra points.
Oh, so we're doing total points after 3. Gotcha.
Oh, wow. I got
to keep track of points here, too.
So if I can't answer it, Jeff, I'm out, but he can keep listing names to get more points. Yeah.
I have zero confidence in myself here, so let's see it.
So I'm going to be busy here,
points,
but we're going to...
This is going to be good. This is like me walking up to a girl in grade 9.
Okay.
Well,
Zero.
Boom, I think you're going to beat me, so.
I'm getting my stopwatch ready. Okay, so what sport do you want to start with, guys? Hockey, ball, or NFL?
I don't care.
You surprise us. By the way, Estevan Humane Society, I'm sorry if I blow this. I don't know what Jeff's coming with here, so.
Well, this is flying off the seat of our pants, boys, but I'm excited for it. Okay, we're going to start with MLB, okay? Because we've been doing that. MLB, guys that have hit 50 home runs in a regular season, the 50 home run club. Okay? In 5, we're going to start with Lane. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Barry Bonds.
Correct. Boomer.
Jose Bautista.
Correct.
Mark
Lane.
McGuire.
Correct. Boomer.
Sammy Sosa.
Correct. Lane.
Jose Canseco.
Wrong.
Oh?
Boomer.
Roger Hornsby.
Wrong.
Wow.
You each get 2 there? Wow, guys. I am
What?
embarrassed for you right now.
I'm
How
embarrassed
close
too.
was Conseco?
Conseco was a 40-40 guy, not a 50 guy.
Yeah. Hornsby?
Well,
Ken
I'm
Griffey
even more
Jr.?
disgusted. I'm even more disgusted I didn't go with Junior. I can't even believe I did.
Jesus Christ. Andrew Jones, Boomer. Oh my
I
God. Pete
panicked.
Alonso. Aaron Judge. Remember Aaron Judge, Lane?
I panicked. I full on panicked. Like, I'm not kidding. Like
Wow.
all this will do is lose our show amounts of credibility like you wouldn't believe.
It's a good thing I'm not in this game because there is, A-Rod. Oh my God, you guys. Both fielders. Okay, anyways.
Wow.
So you each got 2 there.
Gross. That was so bad. That was so bad.
So what
I
happens if we go to overtime?
I've had a
I'll
lot
figure
to drink,
something
but
out.
not
Okay.
that
Hey, you got a lightning round there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it. Yeah. Okay. We'll kick her off with the. We'll go to NFL. So there is about. Got to be close to 28 to 30 players in this category. Okay. And it is receivers with 12,000 career receiving yards or more. Okay. You got it? Boomer, you start. Go.
Jerry Rice.
Yes. Lane?
Oh my.
Oh, no.
my. Megatron.
Not on the list.
What?
I actually wondered that when I looked at it.
Can I
Name's
keep
Calvin
going?
Johnson, right?
Can I keep going?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. Go, Boomer.
Terrell Owens,
Yep.
Randy Moss,
Yep.
Isaac Bruce,
Yep.
Torrey Holt,
Yep.
Larry Fitzgerald,
Yep.
no. I burnt myself. No, I ran out of time.
Oh, I'm
But-
disgusted right now.
No.
5-6 for Boomer.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Did you not get one?
No.
Oofta. Okay.
So mad right now.
Look at him.
Fuming.
Wow. Lane.
I'm choked I didn't get more.
I'd like to know how much Megatron had, though.
I'm really pissed I didn't get more. Is Troy Brown on that list?
No.
I was struggling with him.
If you want some obvious ones you missed, like
Is
Rich
Hines
Wayne,
Ward on that?
Marvin
Hines
Harrison.
Ward?
Yep.
Hines Ward.
Julio Jones is on there, and
Yeah, Julio's
Andre
on
Reed.
there.
That's another.
Julio Jones is on there and Calvin Johnson isn't.
Is
Yeah, I don't. You have to like.
Calvin Johnson quit early. Calvin
I
Johnson
realized
retired
the
early.
12,000 yards. Like, come on.
Is
Well,
DeAndre
Michael-
Hopkins there yet?
No, Michael Irvin
Is
was
Michael
96
Irvin there?
short. He's 96 yards short, actually.
Michael Irvin isn't there because he would have been another. Yeah, he's another one. What about Roy Williams? No, he wasn't. Never mind.
Wow.
Andre Johnson. That's one. Okay, Chris Carter.
Oh.
Anyways,
Andre
Okay.
Johnson. Wow.
Lane, you got some making up to do. You were down 6. Apologies to the puppies and kitty cats out there. Just get my
Oh.
stopwatch ready. Okay. This is NHL related. I'll give you a little more time to get set up. Okay. We're going to start with Liu Lane. This is the 60 goal club. 60 or more goals in the regular season. There is about, I'd say 20 in this list. Maybe a few more. Lane, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Let's get it on.
No.
Go, Lane.
Gretzky.
Yes. Boomer.
Hull.
Yes. Lane.
McGillney.
Yes.
Bure?
Yes.
Solani.
Yes.
Ovechkin?
Yes, you got in there.
I'm sorry. Lemieux was said, yes.
No,
Lemieux.
you saying them?
Yeah.
Okay. Boomer.
Al McInnes.
Time. Laner.
Luke Robitaille.
Yes.
Bernie Nichols.
Yes.
Brett Hall.
Saddam. Oh.
Well, I shouldn't get eliminated. I didn't remember him saying.
Okay, keep going then. 4, 3, 1.
I will say
Your time's up.
He's out.
You still got 8 seconds though. Yeah. Yeah, what'd you get?
I
3
was
extra?
going to say Iserman before you cut me off, but
I think I gave you 9 seconds there.
well, I realized, but you kind of kept counting from the time I gave my answer, right? Which was already said. I didn't hear him say it.
You panicked with 2. You thought I said
What are you
Lemieux?
talking about? I rattled off Nichols, Robitaille, Medano would have been on there. Would he have not?
No.
No, not Medano.
Iserman.
Well,
for
obvious
sure.
ones, Yari Curry, Phil Esposito,
Gary
Yarmo Yager.
Curry. Fuck me. Okay, yeah.
He beat me by 2, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good match, Boomer. I cannot believe I bombed on that NFL one. That is horrible.
Wow.
Well,
Hey, this could be something though. I think if the viewers enjoy it, let us know.
that was fun. I did enjoy that. Yeah. I'll come if next time you and Wilson can go at it, Pratt, and me and Boomer will create the questions. So
I
Oh God,
lost
we're
a
gonna
lot of
do NBA, aren't
credibility
we?
there. I feel like
absolutely, you're getting the full on NBA treatment, Pratt.
I feel like a bag of dicks after that. I did so bad.
Those were easy questions. The NFL one, I'm so mad. I'm actually going to go outside and stew with like 3 smokes back to back to back after. So, okay. So that'll pretty much almost wrap us up. Our local shout out, Glenn Dumontel. You absolute beauty. The guy, we went to him. We asked him, we were looking for a logo. We wanted to create a new logo for our show, our brand. He did a great job. And you know, Glenn's always been a class act with me back at the days of playing floor hockey, former border agent, just great guy all around. He was very timely in how he did it, and I would recommend him to anybody. He's very talented. You need to check out his stuff. He runs it's called Tune at Noon. Yes, there is our new logo. He did a fantastic job, which we are going to be doing some stuff with that in the future. Yes, Marcus?
Oh yeah, we'll get something rolling. We want to do something and at least, you know, feel people out and see what they want. If they'd be interested in clothing, you know, if you guys have an idea, let us know. Hit us up on the Twitter page, you know, Facebook, whatever. Give us what you guys think. Like, if you guys would be interested in wearing our logo and, you know, like on a nice shirt or something like that, give us a shot. You know, let us know, because I know I want to get a couple things made and just see where it goes. So
we're talking Under Armour style hoodies, golf shirts. You know, just like I said, we're trying to kind of build our brand. So anybody that's willing to partake in that, we'd absolutely appreciate that. It's something we want to do going forward. So
Like t-shirts if you want.
Thank you. Yep. Did a hell of a job. Hell of a guy. Closing arguments, I guess. We'll kind of just quickly touch on baseball starts next week. Very excited about that. Hockey looming on the horizon. We will be doing an NHL preview for the playoffs type of thing. I would assume maybe next week, maybe the following week. We'll see how things with the schedule goes. We can definitely start getting into August, depending on how things are going. It's NFL season. We're going to be hitting that up a little bit too. So, what's that?
We're going to have some interviews on the docket. People.
Yes.
They are coming.
We don't want to release what we're doing yet. We have some very positive things coming forward that we will announce as we get them going. So, interviews, we're getting into sports again. We really appreciate the people that have stuck with us through this COVID gong show. And we're getting ramped up and we're ready to go. Predictions, betting. I just want to touch base before I said I wanted to do this. For those of you that are on betting sites, Bet365, Bodog, whatever the case may be, go check out the MLB futures. There's some juicy World Series odds right now out for teams that Atlanta, what did we say it was?
1,200, I think he said.
Plus
1,200
1,200 for the
1,200 or
Braves.
1,300, yeah.
That is You throw 20 on that, you're looking at a good payday, folks. And we're not talking, you don't have to wait months. The season will be over in 2.5 months, right? So, or 3 months. So, yeah, small investment, have some fun with it. We will be talking some betting. We will be talking some fantasy stuff. And we're looking forward to get going here. So, good episode this week, guys. I don't know, did we really? Yeah, we missed Wilson. We missed Wilson.
yeah.
He's gonna be livid.
Oh yeah, you always miss him. You always
I'm
miss him.
excited to hear his take on him as an outsider watching. He can critique us.
Yeah, very, very true. He is going to be nauseous that we agreed so much, Jeff. I can tell you that right now. So
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, let's not do that again next week, please.
Well, you know what though? This all started on the golf course. We've got good chemistry. We're a good partnership. To be
Turning over a new leaf.
Yeah, to be the man, you got to beat the men. So Wilson, hopefully we'll see this weekend. We got a golf match going. We'll see what happens. Men's Classics coming up for everyone else. Get involved. Let's get some registrations going on there. Pratt, you want to touch on that one?
No.
I just want to get back on the golf course. I feel like at this point, right now, I can kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel, and I just want to get back to swinging a club because I haven't touched a club since we golfed in February in Phoenix, and it's driving me nuts. I'm bouncing off the walls. I'm going crazy. For me, just to get back out there, or at least it's looking like I might be able to get back out there in a few weeks. I'm really, really, really excited about that. So,
well, then we can do some GoProing and some live cheap seats 2-ball, eh?
Well, we got another
Yes.
junior golf video coming up right away. So
We're going to film it July 26th, right?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe that's
Monday,
it.
July 26th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, there you have it.
All right. Didn't know that, but hey, good talk, guy. Right on.
Sponsors.
Yeah, Ice Factory, golf course, TSNM Woodlawn, Minchin.
Tap house, Peter boy.
Yeah. Love you guys. It's beautiful. Great week, guys. I had fun. We'll talk to everybody next week and hit us up on Twitter, guys. Let's get some interaction going.
Yep. Cheers. Let us know what you think about the clothing.
Cheers, guys.